With the way how the real estate market is going right now, we need to make more money, especially to save for the down payment to start your real estate investment journey. Now, in today's video, I'll be sharing with you 5 ways how you can make more money, especially at home. I like making money, and especially in the comfort of my own home. I don't have to go out. I can stay right here, right at home, and make some extra money. How that sound? Let me know. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you 5 ways how you can make some extra money at home by monetizing your skills, gifts, and expertise. Now, some of these side hustles I've done before in the past, and some I've heard others have been doing. So let's jump right into it. Now, while jumping into these different side hustles, you need to analyze your gifts and your skills and your expertise. Think about it. What are you good at doing? Are you good in the kitchen? You're good in the hair industry, the beauty industry? What are you good at? Let me know in the comment. What side hustle do you think you can start right now in home, at home? Okay, let's jump right into it. Number 1 is cooking or baking. Are you gifted or skilled in the kitchen? You know that your friends and your family, you're the go-to one when it comes on to cooking for events, baking, and all those other things. Think about it. Think about how you can create a side business at home, cooking or baking, whatever your expertise is. Now, for example, I remember when I just completed my RN training in Jamaica, I've always been passionate about cooking. So cooking is one of my skills, my gifts, and especially baking. So being so passionate, yes, I got 1 in food and nutrition. If you're from Jamaica and you know what food and nutrition CXC is, drop it in the comments. So my favorite subject in high school was food and nutrition. So of course I got a 1. So I was always passionate about cooking, baking, and all those stuff. So after nursing school, I wanted to explore more and expand on monetizing the skill of cooking, baking. So I went back to school and I got a certificate in cake baking and decorating. And from then, I started my side hustle since then, cooking, baking cakes. I remember at one point when I was doing my BSN after nursing, and I needed more money to fund to pay for my school fee. You know what saved me? Baking. I was able to, after work and after school in the evenings, I would go home, bake up some cake, cut them up, bag them up, and take those cake with me to work. And my colleagues would buy this cake. And this I would do like 4 to 5 times per week. And this really helped me out tremendously while I was in school and helping to pay some of my bills. The grocery money would pay for my internet, my cable, and stuff like that. Again, my husband and I, we use this cooking skill here in Canada. Summers ago, while most people were still homebound, COVID was still in effect, so a lot of people weren't traveling. In the summertime, we utilized our skills, or kitchen skills, doing fish fry. So once per month, we would do a fish fry, go around, take orders, and fish fry brought on some profit. So now you can sit and think of it to say, okay, are you good at baking? What recipes or what dishes are you good at doing? So say, for example, you decide that you're going to cook some food and sell. Because, your specialty, Jamaica, people love Jamaican food, especially if you're Jamaican. People love Jamaican cuisine. So you could create a menu and you decide what food items or what food you're going to cook on what day of the week. Say, for example, you're going to do a Friday special. You cook food on Fridays. You send out the menu throughout the week. Say from Saturday, you start sending out the menu and you have a deadline of orders when people can place orders. Now, when people place orders, you collect your money. That money you use and you buy the ingredients to cook the food. From that money, you make your food, you deliver or you pick up, whatever the arrangement is, you save and you rinse and you repeat. So this can be a good way of making at least $1,000 per week. If you do it right, you calculate and you see how much you can sell one food for. Or another example would be catering. Once you have the space, the convenience to cook, to cater, you can advertise. If you're on social media, you advertise a tray of fish, a tray of rice and peas, a tray of baked chicken, whatever it is. You can prepare it, you put a price tag to it, and you market, advertise, promote, and you sell. Baking again. If you're good at baking, especially again, Jamaican treats, gizzards, drops, fruit cake, all those Jamaican treats, or Jamaican delights. You bake them, you find local restaurants or local Jamaican people at a grocery store around the area, and you ask if they can sell the items for you, and of course you give them a little something, a little profit, right? So you decide the items that you want to sell, you deliver them, and you collect your money. Good way of making business. You market, you promote, get a little sticker. You can go on Vistaprint and you create a little sticker with the little labels and you start your thing. Again, this baking saved me out. I usually bake Christmas cake. So this is a seasonal thing I do, a seasonal side business I do, where I bake Christmas cake. People know because I have repeat customers that they order every year. I even bake cake and ship to the States. So that's how you can monetize your skills, your kitchen skills. You're good at baking, good at cooking, monetize it. Number two, this is a side hustle in the beauty industry. Are you good at hair, nails, makeup? What are you good at in the beauty industry? Assess and see. Braiding. To braid 1 year is over $100. I've seen persons charge up to $300 to braid hair. Yes, really, $300. So if you're good at braiding hair, making wigs, doing nails, or even doing makeup, start monetizing it. Go on Kijiji, go on Facebook, do your advertisement. If you have Instagram, Facebook, or even if you don't have those yet, create a social media profile and you start doing it in your home. I did this also. This is another side hustle that I did also. I was braiding my own hair, and while I was working in a hospital, this nurse, she saw me. She's like, "Who did your hair?" I'm like, "Me, I did it." She's like, "Can you do mine too?" And I hesitated. I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure, $100." So I did hair. I did crochet braid. I had clients who used to come for crochet braids, braiding hair. So I did those in the comfort of my home. I could depend on 2 to 3 clients. They were repeat clients that would come every month to get their hair done. And that money, one cocoa full basket, that money would put on to buy like a gas or to help out with grocery. So if you're really persistent and consistent with this and marketing and advertising and promoting, then this would be a good side hustle where you can get at least a $500 per week, leading up to $2,000 per month, right? So say $500 each week, depending on how much hair you do, and you save up your money. Now, before we go any further, if you're liking this video, this is making sense, please like and subscribe, right? And these tips that I'm giving you, try not to do several, like all of them all at once. Try to focus on one, build it up to a point, set a goal of how much investment you're looking for, rate of investment you're looking for. And after you get that, then you can move on to something else. But don't try to do everything all at once. I did this, I did a little at this, a little at that, but it is more profitable if you focus on one thing and make it sustainable, build it up to a point, and then you can move on to the next side business. Okay? Number 3, babysitting, daycare. So if you are a new immigrant, you're here in Canada and you have smaller kids, you're taking them to school, drop off and pick up, and you're not able to do, as I mentioned in my previous video here, where I talk about how you can save for your down payment. So if you're not able to do those overtime shifts or multiple jobs because of the lack of support with daycare, then you yourself can start your own little daycare babysitting at home. So you can charge for before and after care. So say yes, you are a full-time job, but you're usually pick up your child from school around 3:30 or 4 o'clock. So if you're seeing other parents around who might be interested, they don't have anybody, then you do that. Before and after care can be up to, I think it's like $25 before and like 25 after. So that's like $45 per day for one child. So if you get like even two children to look after for before and after care, and you do that 5 days a week, saying $45 to $50 for one child, that's $100 per day, right? Between $45 to $50. So $90 to $100 per day, adding up to $500 per week. So you can consider that that's a good little side hustle that you can do in your home. When I came as a single mom, of course, I mentioned in my video here the struggles of a single mom. It is so hard when you're a single mom with no support and you're really desperate for before and after care. What I did when I had my daughter going to school with her, I'll be looking out to see if I see other parents with multiple children. So when you see them with more than one child, okay, that's somebody that you can ask if they're offering before and after care. And that's how I found this lady to do before and after care when I had my daughter. I saw her, she had like 4 or 5 children, going on to school, and you have to be very observant coming into a new country, right? Seeing her with the children, and I approached her and asked her. At that time, I'm talking about 10, 11 years, it was around like $10 before and like $15 after care. So that time it was $25 for the day for my daughter. So 25 times 5, 125 for the week for one child. Back then, now we're talking, now we're like double that amount. So think about it. You can even advertise it on Kijiji, put up little flyers, Facebook as usual, no cost, no money out of your pocket, and you start your thing. Save for your down payment for your first home or your first investment property. Okay? Right. Number 4 is creating and selling digital products. What are digital products? These can be templates, ebooks, flyers. You can use Canva. If you're good at little graphical designs, you can do that and you can sell them. So if you're a social media person, you're always on Instagram, always on Facebook, maybe YouTube, like myself, then you can create a product and you can sell it to your community. Example again, I have my book, What to Expect When You Move to Canada. I'll link it here. And initially when I started with that book, I started it as an ebook. And right now I have it on Amazon. So it can be an ebook, it can be even like a budget template, whatever you're good at, whatever is your specialty. So say you're a nurse and you moved here, you went through the process, recently been through the process. For me, I'm not familiar with the current process of migration for nurses right now, but say you're a nurse, newcomer, new nurse, new immigrant, and you've just been through the process. You can create a template walking persons through how you did maybe the NCLEX or what route you take, and you can sell that. TikTok. Use TikTok. TikTok is a new thing these days, so you can go on TikTok and you market and you promote your template, helping somebody out by monetizing your expertise, a process that you have just been through. So this is another idea, creating templates, ebooks, flyers, and as I mentioned, Canva is an app that I use. I'll link it down below here where you can go sign up for free, and Canva is where it's at. I've created ebooks in Canva, graphics, all my thumbnails, and all those stuff. You just do a little trial and error, getting it right. Practice makes perfect, and you create your thing. You put it up on a website, or you put it up on whatever link you have, a link tree, or one of those links, and you sell a digital product. Put in your money, save your money. One cocoa, full basket. Number 4 is selling online courses. Again, what is your skills and your expertise? What knowledge or expertise do you have that you can educate somebody on by creating it in a course format? Again, I'm using the example of the NCLEX. A lot of nurses are migrating. They're struggling. It's hard to pass the NCLEX. It's difficult to go over it. So you yourself who has just been through it, you can create a course, making it easier, a study course of how you studied and how you prepare to pass your NCLEX. If you have a specialty in like for coaching, I did coaching, still doing coaching, but say I recently helped one of my clients to create, just to fine tune her coaching around lupus or whatever other specialty or whatever other process or life events that you have been through. You can create that course, put it in Teachable, Thinkific, one of those platforms, and you sell it. I've seen many courses being sold. If you're good at social media, good at YouTube, good at Instagram, these days people are selling everything that they're good at. So whatever you are knowledgeable about and you can share educating somebody else, then you can put it in the form of an online course. Package it, sell it. Number 5 is starting your t-shirt business. And yes, I've done this too in the past. I've created a t-shirt business using, initially I started with drop shipping, which you can do also. You can create your website through Shopify. There are so many different websites these days. Shopify, Teespring, you can even create another, just in Etsy. There are several different platforms that you can create and start your t-shirt business. Now there is drop shipping, where there is print on demand. So you can sign up with print on demand services such as Printful or Printify. When I started, I use both Printful and Printify. Or you can do it in the comfort of your home, doing it yourself. But doing it yourself, you will have to invest in the equipment to start out. So initially when I started out with the print on demand, and then later on COVID hit. The print on demand companies were taking forever to print and to ship them. So then I invested into the machines. I'll put maybe a picture here. So I have the heat press, heat press for printing the t-shirt. I have the Cricut machine. I use a vinyl. But if you, for easier, I've seen persons done it easier by just buying the design, the print design. Just buy them and then they print them on. But still you have to buy the machine to print it, to press it, the heat press. I've done this business. You can do it too with whatever is your creativity, whatever is your expertise. I did not know nothing about starting a t-shirt business, starting a business. I just signed up. I saw it on, I think it was here on YouTube. I saw that you can start your t-shirt business. I just saw it. I signed up with Shopify, did the 2-week trial. After the 2-week trial ended, I launched a t-shirt business, which I'm still doing it now. I'm doing it softly because, as you know, I am a nurse. I'm a full-time nurse. So when I started, I had holistic apparel where I was selling t-shirts to healthcare workers. And now I'm into the real estate and the YouTube. So I'm not going that big into it now, but if it was my only side business, I would have gone head down, deep down, and making lots of money with this t-shirt business. I've helped clients to get their t-shirt business started up and running. So here you go. You have choices, you have options. Here I just mentioned 5 ways how you can make extra money in the comfort of your home and saving for your down payment to start your real estate investing. Now, if you like this video, please click it below here. Please don't forget to subscribe, share, and comment below and tell me which one of these side hustles you think you'll be starting. Bye for now.